Are you looking for 8 best things to do in Banff? Seasons dictate the famous sports of Banff. In the winter, snowboarding is king. In the summer, trekking, biking, scrambling, a combination of trekking and rock climbing, and fishing rule. If you're making the trek to Banff, you probably have an outside recreation in mind. Take gain of the rugged terrain in something way you notice fit. On your day off, depart your posh motel to discover the shops and eating places in downtown Banff, which encompasses simply 1/2 rectangular miles and sits at an elevation of 537 feet, making it the best metropolis in Canada. Here is the list of 8 best things to do in Banff. 1. Banff Sunshine Village. Located 11 miles west of Banff Town, Banff Sunshine Village gives 12 lifts, greater than 300 skiable acres, and a top elevation of 200 FT, and way to its region straddling the Continental Divide. Sunshine sees greater snow than its neighbors. That means the ski season right here is long, commonly from early November to past due May. The powdery terrain beckons skiers of all levels, and the Sunshine Mountain Lodge gives extraordinary placing for dinner and beverages after an afternoon at the slopes. If you are now no longer in Banff for ski season, you must nonetheless make a factor to go to Sunshine. In keeping with reviewers, from mid-June to early autumn, the Sunshine Meadows are open for trekking and offer traffic awesome alpine perspectives of the encompassing peaks, inclusive of Mount Assiniboine. Hiking is unfastened, and so is the commute from Metropolis, which runs from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. 2. Banff Gondola. The Banff Gondola is a calming manner to revel in the metropolis's herbal beauty. The 8-minute experience to the summit of 500 feet Sulphur Mountain ends in breathtaking perspectives of the Bow River Valley and Banff, now no longer to say a boardwalk. A handful of eateries, a present shop, interactive interpretive exhibits, a multi-sensory theater, and a 360 diploma rooftop commentary deck. Recent traffic gushed approximately the perspectives visible from the pinnacle of the mountain, and 11 though they do bemoan the excessive price tag prices, they stated it is really well worth the cost. One tip from vacationers: put on layers. The temperatures at the bottom of the mountain can alternate extensively from the summit. 3. Moraine Lake. Located approximately an hour's force north of Metropolis, Moraine Lake is the visible spotlight of any Banff journey and categorized a must-see bucket listing object with the aid of using many latest traffic. Nestled inside the Valley of the 10 Peaks, the lake mirrors the snow-capped peaks and is surrounded with the aid of using backcountry trekking trails. The simplest path is the flat Moraine Lakeshore Path, which begins off evolved close to Moraine Lake Lodge and takes approximately 45 minutes to complete. As you stroll alongside the lakeshore, you may spot beautiful perspectives of Mount Fay and the Fay Glacier. If you have a chunk greater time in your hands, don't forget embarking at the almost 2-mile Consolation Lakes Path, which takes approximately hours to complete. You'll stumble upon a few elevation prophets with this one. However, you will be rewarded with perspectives of the excessive alpine meadows, massive talus slopes, and the Quadra Glacier. 4. Lake Louise Ski Resort. The Lake Louise Ski Resort is one in all Banff's maximum famous ski locales and one in all the biggest ski regions in North America. It encompasses 3 mountains, 145 runs, inclusive of a 250 feet vertical rise, 10 lifts, and a terrain park, now no longer to say numerous motels touting pinnacle-notch eateries. Plus, Lake Louise boasts one of the longest ski seasons in North America. The first chair runs in early November and would not forestall till mid-May. Though Lake Louise is a skier's paradise, it additionally presents different sports consisting of snowshoeing and tubing, and while the climate warms up, the motel gives guided hikes, a flora and fauna interpretative middle, and a sightseeing gondola. According to latest traffic, this motel is domestic to a number of the pleasant snowboarding with inside the Rocky Mountains. Reviewers had been short to reward the informed personnel and manicured trails. Visitors additionally applauded the style of après-ski venues. Vacationers specially cherished the eateries with inside the Temple Lodge. 5. Mount Norquay. Although it's miles the smallest of Banff's 3 ski regions, Mount Norquay is likewise the nearest. It is approximately 5 miles northwest of Banff Town. Beyond its handy region, the motel is likewise taken into consideration the area's pleasant snowboarding locale for households, as it gives daycare for kids and ski and snowboard training for a long time 3 and older. Mount Norquay is likewise domestic to the North American, one of the steepest slopes at the continent. The experience to the summit gives an awesome aerial view of Banff Town. You can get your adrenaline pumping with a number of Mount Norquay's nighttime snowboarding or you could head off on one of the area's trails for a cross-us of a hike. Complete a journey-stuffed day with a hearty meal on the Cascade Lodge. The latest traffic agreed that Lake Louise and Sunshine Village provide greater terrain. Reviewers cherished the benefit of Mount Norquay's region. They additionally defined the perspectives as out of this world. 6. Banff Hiking. Though Banff is possibly pleasant recognized for its stellar slopes, its trekking trails are simply as awesome and unfastened to access. No count which path you select to tackle, you may probably come across indigo-tinted waters, fields of wildflowers, and beautiful alpine vistas. Aside from Sunshine Meadows, vacationers additionally advise the Parker Ridge Trail, which you may locate within the Icefields Parkway area of the countrywide park. Though traffic do warn that the climb up this path may be steep, in addition they gush approximately the perspectives of the Saskatchewan Glacier visible on the top. Another must-go-to spot for latest vacationers, Tunnel Mountain. This top, which the First Nations humans talk to as the Sleeping Buffalo, gives 360 diploma perspectives of Banff Town, the Bow River, and the westward mountains, consisting of Mount Burjo. You'll locate the trailhead on St. Julian Road close to the Banff Center. 7. Whitewater rafting and float trips. When you are now no longer admiring Banff's beautiful surroundings from a trekking path or within the consolation of your car, get out on one in all its rivers. Whether you are yearning the pleasure of a whitewater rafting journey or simply need to peacefully go with the flow through the water, you may locate Banff excursion operators who feel plenty of interests for a scenic, guided excursion of the Bow River and the Hoodoos. Don't forget Rocky Mountain raft tours. During those flow excursions, that may span 1 to almost 3 hours, you will be seated in a raft as a manual paddle flippantly through the river. Not handiest is that this is an extraordinary excursion for seniors and households with younger kids. However, it is also perfect for absolutely everyone who is not inquisitive about getting wet. Prices vary from $55 to $90 for adults. Relying at the excursion, these excursions also are the nearest to Banff because they take area at the Bow River. 8. Columbia Icefield. Covering 130 rectangular miles at the southern fringe of Banff National Park, the Columbia Icefield is the biggest frame of ice within the Canadian Rockies. It's a chunk of a force from Banff Town. However, you may quick locate the perspectives are properly really well worth the journey. Seasonal excursion buses are to be had from Banff Town, consisting of this one supplied with the aid of using Discover Banff Tours and Brewster Sightseeing. However, don't forget using the Icefields Parkway north from Banff to experience the beautiful journey that's taken into consideration some of the maximum scenic drives within the world. Along the manor, you may spot turquoise lakes, speeding waterfalls, and awesome glaciers. Whether you return back on an excursion or force yourself, when you arrive, you may hop on an Ice Explorer, a specialized bus that is geared up to address the icy terrain, on the way to shipping you out onto the glacier, wherein you will be allowed 20 minutes to discover. Departing Ice Explorers depart the Athabasca Glacier each 15 to 30 minutes. If you are brief on time, you should buy tickets for the Glacier Skywalk, a glass-forward commentary platform that sits 918 feet over the Sunwapta Valley.